Hello, good day viewers. I am Dr. Rajni Yadav, Assistant Professor of Tecnia Institute of Advanced Studies, Department of Journalism and Mass Communication. So, today we are going to have a discussion on a topic or our first semester subject of JMC course, Communication and Concept and Processes. So, that's the topic is Barriers of Communications. So, students, have you ever been talking to someone and they misunderstand what you were saying? What do you think that happens? At any point in the communication process, a barrier can easily occur. So, barriers keep us away from the understandings, others' ideas, thoughts. Barriers can appear at any point of the communication loop. So, basically students, there are two types of barriers. First one, internal, and the another one is external. So, talking about the examples of internal barriers, these are fatigue, poor listening skills, attitudes toward the standard or the information, lack of interest also in the message whatever given by the sender, fear, mistrust, past experience, negative attitude, problems at home, lack of common experience, and you can see emotions also. So, talking about the external barriers, these includes noise, distractions, email not working, bad phone connection, and you can say environment also. So, keeping in mind, barriers keeps the message away from getting through. When communicating, watch out for barriers. Monitors the actions of the receiver. Watch his body language. Make sure the message the receiver received is the one sent. Ask questions and listen. So students, communication barriers may take place because of these reasons. We can see one of is filtering. Sometimes the information is filtered by the sender himself. A manager market survey is attempting to filter the information in the process of altering the communication in his or her favor. The subordinate tend to tell the boss what he likes to hear. The supervisor likewise is reluctant to admit to his subordinate. So their problems are, you can see the situation which reflect adversely on his ability. So these natural tendency stands as barriers to upward and downward communication that leads to many wasteful and avoidable problems. So students, next we have selective perception. The receiver in the communication process generally resort to this, that is, he selectively perceives the message based on the organizational requirements and the needs, characteristics of background of the employees also. Perceptual selection may sometimes lead to perceptual distortion. People interpret information in terms of stereotypes which misleading normally. So students, another we have emotions also, So emotions, how the receivers feel at the time of receipt of that particular information, that also influences effectively how he interprets the information. Let's take the example. If the receiver feels that the communicator is in a jovial mood, he interprets that the information being sent by the communicator to be in good and interesting. Extreme emotions and jubilations or depressions are quite likely to hinder the effectiveness of communication. A worried employee may see a threat in everything he sees and hears. So students, next one is semantic barrier. We see it's a language barrier also. So students, communicating message must be understandable by the receiver. Words mean different things for two different peoples. Words are also vary in degree of abstraction. language by the very nature may be incomplete and semantics may create communication problem. In an organization, people comes from different religions, different backgrounds and speaks different variety of language. People have different academic backgrounds or you see qualification, different intelligence and hence use complex words or you say jargons in communication. Another one is information overload. You know student, information overload, the effectiveness of communication is likely to be hampered when supervisor or you say the manager allow themselves to be inundated or overloaded with wealth of information. That is the reason why supervisor or the manager are focused to ignore or just give a cursory review of too many messages. In this process, inevitably, many of the messages are either overlooked or misinterpreted. Next, we have time pressure, pressure of the time. Always supervisor or manager are being often subjected to time pressure because decisions must be made within specific deadline. Such time pressing can create communication problems. Action do not match with words. This is the another barrier. This, you know student, this is the most serious barriers in the communication. A manager or the supervisor who asks his man not to sleep while on duty cannot get the desired result, if himself he is guilty of sleeping while on the duty. Thank you students for watching this video and please don't forget like our video, share and comment on this, and the most important, please subscribe our channel Tecnia TV. Thank you.